Welcome to Cyclone Flight Simulation. In this video I'll be reviewing RAF Collection. RAF Collection is an add-on for Microsoft Flight Simulator 95 and Flight Simulator 98 and was developed and published by the Associates in 1998. The software contains 32 aircraft which feature their own sound sets, along with 14 new FS-98 panels. The add-on also includes scenery covering more than 200 military and civilian airports in England and Wales. The aircraft are also compatible with Flight Simulator 2000 and Flight Simulator 2002. Just copy over the files from FS-98. The box contains a 48-page manual which explains the installation process and gives useful information on all the aircraft. The box also contains a 29-page book on the history of the Royal Air Force from 1918 to 1998, as well as a Flight Simulator Community Passport, a catalogue of different add-ons available from the Associates at the time. For this review I will be using both Flight Simulator 95 and 98. All of the aircraft in RAF Collection feature their own unique sounds within Flight Simulator 98, which all sound very good. However, not every aircraft has its own panel, with a surprisingly large proportion of the package, including some of the best known aircraft such as the Spitfire, Hurricane and Sabre, using generic panels, which is disappointing. Aside from that, none of the aircraft feature animated propellers or animated gear, although it isn't surprising considering animations were rare within add-ons from this time. The version of the add-on for Flight Simulator 95 does not contain any panels or sounds at all, with every aircraft using default assets. After all these years, it still feels weird to fly a Spitfire with a Cessna panel. Despite these flaws, the aircraft with original panels are of high quality, as combined with the original sound sets they create an immersive and enjoyable flying experience. Using panels available to download from flightsim.com, you can replace the generic panels, greatly improving these aircraft. The English Electric Lightning in FS95 has different textures and different squadron markings compared to FS98. You can copy the texture files over from FS95 to 98 and the other way around. It's worth noting that the Red Arrow's Hawk T1A contains a special panel which displays 3 other Hawks flying information. The panel is aptly titled Red Leader and only shows when inside the cockpit. The Sunderland and the Catalina are able to land in water in both simulators. The Tornado wings sweep back after the aircraft reaches a specific speed. When the engine of the Mustang is running, it shows 3 blades on the propeller instead of 4. I'm not sure what that's about. A welcome addition to RAF Collection was the inclusion of over 200 airports in England and Wales for both FS95 and FS98. This scenery greatly enhances the region, more than doubling the amount of British airports in both simulators. The airports include accurate runways, buildings, control towers, and ILS, VOR and NDB nav aids. The scenery appears to use a mixture of default and custom buildings, but overall the scenery is a great improvement for both simulators. This certainly improves the GA flying experience between airports. It would have been nice to see some Scottish and Northern Irish airports, however this scenery is still a must-have for flying in the UK. Also included were a lot of small grass strips, which are fun to fly out of and make for challenging landings. As well as this, the add-on also contains historic scenery for 4 RAF airbases: Bassingbourn, Stapleford Abbot, Tangmere and West Raynham. These airbases contain completely custom new assets. Since the add-on focuses on military aircraft, it would have made sense to include CFS-1 compatibility. Unfortunately, the add-on is older than CFS-1, but only by about a month. It is possible to import these aircraft into CFS-1, however you need to give them suitable damage profiles by copying and pasting a DP file into the aircraft folder and giving it the same name as the air file. You can also create your own damage profile for these aircraft, however whatever method you use to get these to work will involve trial and error to find the correct position for the guns, bombs, etc. When all of this is done, the aircraft fit well into CFS-1. The scenery can also be imported, however the exclusion layers do not work, and it interferes with the default scenery and looks rather strange, along with none of the buildings being destructible. Overall, this package is a mixed bag in its default state. The planes with the correct panels are enjoyable to fly, and those using generic sim panels can be salvaged by downloading an appropriate panel for somewhere like flightsim.com. This software can still be bought from Amazon or eBay, so if you enjoy a bit of retro flight simming, this is a recommended package. Thank you for watching this Cyclone Flight Simulation review, and I will see you again very soon.